There is never a late time to learn, so never stop learning. This is Havoc Online, and of course, it is the Ray Show, anchored by your one and only person, Ammy. Yep, it's another beautiful Thursday evening, great minds, and yes, your girl is here to do what she loves doing every Thursday evening by exactly 4 p.m. Thank you so much for keeping the dates with me. Thank you for listening, and thank you for the motivation to push earn. Well, on today's episode, we'll be talking about self-made millionaire. Or for some people, it could be self-made billionaire or trillionaire. How to become a self-made billionaire. Well, we've heard so many things about steps to be taken, tips to be taken into consideration to become self-made. And yes, we would never stop learning. The list goes on and never is limited. Okay, so yes, today we'll be talking about one or two tips. But before then, you should know that whatever you learn adds to your life and can change your life. These ideas, insights, strategies, and what have you are things that have been done by men, and sometimes most of them have been tasted, and they have been fruitful. So you hear one man's story, one successful man tell you this story, those are the steps he took and it works for him. The other man might have taken that same step and it didn't work for him, but has another step that would help you achieve your goals and your dreams. So relax and let us cruise on. Alright, this is the Havoc Online, and it is the Ray Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this brief break. Alright, welcome back from that break. This is still Havoc Online Radio, and of course, this is the Ray Show. In case you're just tuning in, I said that we'll be talking about some tips, or we're talking about being self-made, talking about self-made millionaires or self-made billionaires or trillionaires or thousandaires or what have you. Okay, all is based on your mindset, on what you want, on your dreams and your goals. Okay, it's never too late to learn. Okay, it's never too late to learn what you want to learn, so you never stop learning. Okay, every day we learn different tips of how to be millionaires, ranging from having an idea to sourcing for income, for capitals, to so many things. Okay, and you should also know that those that have been successful in whatever they do, most of them started small, so you don't necessarily have to have the millions, the billions before you can take up a job, a business, or what have you, or achieve your goals. You can start small too and end big. It's better you start small and grow. It's better you start small and grow than you start big and fall. I'm not saying if you start big you are going to fall. No, I'm just saying that it's okay to start small. Okay, it's okay. You can start small. You want to start a pure water business in a big way, you can start by selling one bag of pure water. You want to own even to the pure water factory, you can also start by selling other people's products first while you make your research and hustle up and save for your own factory. So it all have a step. Okay, success, the way to success has steps that has to be taken. You don't get to the top of the staircase by just jumping. Okay, you have to take it a step at a time. Okay, so this is not bad if you start small. Alright, let's not also forget the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is very powerful. Okay, it says that for every action there is a reaction. This law says that success is not an accident. It says that financial success is the result of doing certain specific things over and over again until you achieve your financial independence. So in whatever situation you find yourself in the marketplace or society, you just have to take note of the fact that there is always a cause to a reaction. Okay, there is something that has happened in order for you to get a reaction. So we're still talking about self-made millionaires here, and we have digressed to the law of cause and effect that says that if you do what other successful people do, you eventually get the results that other successful people get, and if you don't, you won't. This lore says that when you learn the success secrets of self-made millionaires and apply them in your own life, you will experience results and reward far beyond anything you have accomplished up to that moment that you apply those secrets, those tips. Yes. So here is an important point for you to remember. Nobody is better than you and nobody is smarter than you. Let me repeat that again. Nobody is better than you. Nobody is smarter than you. Get those thoughts out of your head that for one reason or the other you're not capable, you're not worthy. No, get that off of you. Or you are underachieved, or you cannot achieve something. Get it off of your head. There is no better you, okay, than yourself. There is nobody that is better than you, okay? Nobody's smarter than you. So you can do it. You can become that self-made millionaire, self-made billionaire. All you have to do is take it a step at a time. Okay, all you have to do is take it a step at a time. Follow some tips, learn from people, okay, those that have succeeded in what you want to become. Learn their tips, get close to them, let them tell you what they've done. Sometimes they might not be all out to tell you everything, but trust me, in every nonsense there is a sense. So 1 out of 10 things they're gonna tell you will actually work. So you just have to keep applying. Don't get tired of trying. Don't get tired of putting your eggs in different baskets. Yes, okay, you just have to keep trying until you hit the one that is meant for you. Okay, the one that would bring you success, that will bring you the wealth and riches you so desire. The fact is that most self-made millionaires are ordinary people with average education, working at average jobs and living in average neighborhoods, in average houses, driving average cars, but they have found out what other financially successful people do, and they have done those same thing over and over again until they achieve the same results. It is no miracle and it is no accident. Okay, it has to be intentional. And when you think the same thoughts and do the same things that self-made billionaires do, you will begin to get the same results and benefits they do. It is simple. It's simply a matter of cause and effect. There are 21 success secrets of self-made millionaires and more. It is not just restricted to that 21, but I think I'll be taking 21 of them for the now, and then we'll proceed to other ones. Each of these is indispensable to your becoming financially independent. The failure to apply any of these principles can by itself undermine and even destroy your chances of health, happiness, and great success. Yes, sometimes we measure our financial success or achievement or wealth, success, yes, success, especially achievements, prosperity, by just money, but it's not so. Sometimes your health, your happiness, and prosperity and wealth now is what makes you prosperous. Okay, if you have money and you keep spending it on sickness, ailments, and diseases, not too long you will get poor. I'm not saying you are gonna get poor, but I'm saying that it should be all encompassing: your health, your happiness, your peace, and then the money. Okay, the good news is that you can learn every one of these principles. Okay, don't limit yourself. I just mentioned 21, but that doesn't mean it is limited to this 21. There are so many others, so never limit yourself to just learning these ones that I'm saying. Let's also remember that practice makes perfect. Okay, so it is not about knowing these principles, it's about applying them and practicing them continuously over time, repeating them until they become a natural thing to you, as breathing in and out. Just as you learned to ride a bicycle, to drive a car, you can learn the success secrets of self-made millionaires, billionaires, and apply them in your life. And these are no limits except the limits you place on yourself by your own thinking. Okay, so now I would like to briefly mention some of the things we'll be doing over time, some of the tips we'll be talking about over time. We'll be talking about the first one, which is dream big dreams. We're talking about the second one, which is develop a clear sense of direction. We'll be talking about see yourself as employed. Okay, do what you love to do, commit to excellence, work longer and harder, dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, pay yourself first, learn every details of your business, dedicate yourself to serving others, be absolutely honest with yourself and others, determine your highest priorities and concentrate on them single-mindedly, develop a reputation for speed and dependability, be prepared to climb from peak to peak, practice self-discipline in all things, unlock your unborn creativity. Yes, get around the right people, take excellent care of your physical health, be decisive and action-oriented, never allow failure to be an option. Then you have to pass the persistent test. Yes, and so many other tips. Okay, let's remember that for every success to happen, there has to be an idea. That brings us to the tip number 1, which is dream big dream. Okay, only big dreams have the power to move men's soul. Marcus Aurelius. The first secret of self-made millionaires is simple. Dream big dreams. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to imagine and fantasize about the kind of life you would like to live. Think about the amount of money you would like to earn and have in your bank account. All great men and women begin with a dream of something wonderful and different from what they have today or now. You know the song that says you have to have a dream if you want to make a dream come true. It is true for you and for everyone else as well. Imagine that you have no limitations on what you can do, have or do in life just for a moment. Imagine that you have all the time, all the money, all the education, all the experiences, all the friends, all the contacts, all the resources, and everything else you need to achieve anything you want in life. If your potential were completely unlimited, what kind of life would you want to create for yourself and your family? So the first tip is saying allow your imagination to explore. Okay, don't limit yourself. You are free to think as much as you want. Think big. Okay, don't limit yourself. Your mentality plays a big role in your achieving success, wealth, and what have you. How much money are you earning now? How much do you have in the bank? What kind of lifestyle do you have? Create a vision for yourself for the long-term future. The more clearer your vision of health, happiness, and prosperity, the faster you move towards it and the faster it moves towards you. So you need to have a clear vision of yourself for a long-term future. Where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? That is a short-term goal. Okay, what do you see yourself achieving, or where do you see yourself? Who do you see yourself become in the next 2 years? That's short-term goal. And then in the next 5, 10, 20 years, what do you see yourself? Okay, and the more clear your vision is, the faster you move towards it. Okay, because it becomes an inspiration, it becomes something that motivates you, that pushes you to do things, to become active. When you create a clear mental picture of where you're going in life, you become more positive, more motivated, and more determined to make it a reality. You trigger your natural creativity and come up with ideas after ideas to help your vision come alive or come true. You always tend to move in the direction of your dominant dreams, images, and vision. Okay. The very act of allowing yourself to dream big dreams actually raises your self-esteem and causes you to like and respect yourself more. It increases your personal level of self-respect and happiness. There is something about dreams and visions that is exciting and that stimulates you to do and be better than you ever have before. Here is a good question for you to ask and answer over and over again. What one thing would I dare to dream if I knew I could not?